We're here in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress. I'm in the Nakina Systems booth and I'm talking with Rob Marson, who's Vice President of Marketing for Nakina Systems. Rob, thanks for taking the time.
Pleasure to be here.
Now Rob, we're hearing of course a lot about SDN and NFV, and Nakina Systems seems to be right in the middle of that discussion. Tell me, what is your focus in regards to these technologies?
Nakina provides a suite of orchestratable network integrity applications that help service providers manage, optimize, and secure next-generation physical and virtual networks. These applications are based on our network integrity framework. It's an open MANO enablement platform that abstracts the network complexity and seamlessly allows orchestration and OSS systems to connect to networks.
Okay, now you mentioned MANO Enablement, which is a very interesting concept. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So MANO, or Management and Orchestration, is a key aspect to enabling NFV. It allows the automation of business processes for service activation and service chaining. One of the challenges that the industry faces is enabling MANO in wide-scale commercial deployments in real service provider networks. A lot of the initial implementations and proofs of concepts around MANO have really involved small-scale deployments, greenfield deployments, where NFV or virtualized resources have really been contained to a single resource or domain. But when you look at a real service provider environment, they're dealing with multiple generations of technologies from multiple suppliers, highly distributed networks extending out to the customer premise to remote small cells, and spanning both physical and virtual environments. So in order to achieve a lot of the commercial benefits that NFV promises, you need to be able to extend MANO, or management orchestration, across all these domains at a service level. And that's where a lot of the solutions and capabilities that Nakina provides is to enable that end-to-end service orchestration to occur, because we can abstract a lot of that network complexity, assure that the network data remains accurate, and provides a secure environment for users and processes that are accessing those resources.
Now, why is network data integrity critical for management and orchestration in NFV?
Assuring the accuracy of data is vital for management and orchestration. So whether that data resides in an inventory database or within the network itself, if it becomes out of sync from what an orchestration system or an OSS believes is in the network, the automation and the flow-through efficiencies that are possible are going to fail. Nakina provides network integrity applications that help discover and audit the data accuracy within the network and within inventory systems to help ensure the data that, an orchestrator needs to be accurate is accurate. Because our applications are built upon NI framework, our applications can scale to the largest of networks and can span physical and virtual networks, physical, hybrid, virtual networks, multi-vendor networks. We are auditing, in many of our customers, millions of network configuration parameters on a daily basis, and we're identifying for them through our analytics discrepancies which could affect management and orchestration automation, as well as identifying discrepancies that could lead to degraded service performance or service degradation. And what we're witnessing with this evolution towards NFV, where you may have greater interdependencies between resources, where you may have different network functions sharing the same common hypervisor or physical infrastructure, that it's even more important to ensure that those network configuration parameters are properly set.
We can't talk about virtualization without talking about security integrity. What are some of the security challenges that are going to arise out of that, and what is Nakina going to do to address those?
So that's a great question. So what we're also witnessing is that this shift towards software in the network and network virtualization, given the distributed nature of service provider networks, creates an expanded attack surface for security vulnerabilities. There's going to be more systems, people, and processes autonomously accessing network resources, affecting configurations, changing and reprogramming the network. And so this in itself creates an inherent security vulnerability, and especially when you look at more and more connected devices and the Internet of Things, you can start to imagine how security could become the weak link in terms of successful NFV implementations. Nakina's NI Guardian is an identity access management solution that spans physical and virtual networks and controls the access privileges to systems and people and processes that are accessing network resources. NI Guardian provides flexible role-based security policy management that allows service providers to assign what systems, processes, or people have access to resources and when they do. It also provides security logging capability so you can keep track of what changes were made, where, and by whom. Because it leverages NI framework, it can also scale to tens of thousands of concurrent users and hundreds of thousands of network elements. And moreover, when we start to correlate the data from NI Guardian with respect to security events and other products such as NI Controller, which audits network configuration data, you can start to get more insight into network behavior analysis to spot anomalies or discrepancies or outliers in terms of behavior. It allows operators to take a more proactive approach to implementing security policies across their network.
Okay, Rob, so there's a lot going on there. I want to hear, what are your customers saying that they need, and what are you doing to help them get there?
As I mentioned earlier, I think we're entering a very interesting phase in this evolution towards NFV. Many of our customers are moving from lab and proof of concepts into real live field deployments, and many of these operational considerations are now coming to the forefront. Because Nakina is already used by many of these service providers to audit, protect, and optimize virtual networks today, as well as physical networks, it's a natural evolution of our applications to expand across NFV and SDN domains. And again, the scalability that Nakina's infrastructure, our NI framework enables, allows us to scale to the largest networks.
Great, Rob. Well, there's a lot there. Thanks so much for taking the time to break it all down for us.
Thank you.